This person said, I have a question. If you were denied once, do you have a chance of getting a visa again? What? And the answer is... Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to my session today. So I decided to come here to answer some questions for you. Well, we've been getting lots of questions via emails, but we love to do live session question and answer as well, so that you will have the opportunity to ask your questions. And I'm going to answer it to the best of my knowledge, which is a lot. Woo! And let's go. Okay, this person said, I have a question. If you were denied once, do you have a chance of getting a visa again? What? Beautiful question. So this person is saying they've been denied visa once. Do they still have a chance of getting visa again? And the answer is yes. Why? Because every visa that you submit, the visa officer have to go through a visa application, all the documents you put together, everything you've said, and make a decision, right? Truly, if you have submitted visa before, they will pay attention to that when they review a new visa application. Let me give you an example. Imagine you applied for visa before, saying you have a brother in Canada, you are coming to visit your brother. All right? Now, they listen to you. Let's assume they denied that visa. You come back next time. You now say that your brother is now a sister and you want to come and visit her. Somebody will be like, but the last time you told us it was a brother, now you're telling us it's a sister. So your previous visa and previous documents do affect how somebody is going to perceive your new visa application. But in general, they will still have to reconsider in order to make a final decision. So if you have gotten a visa denial before, it increases your chance of getting another visa denial, especially if you have not changed what happened previously. If you apply 10 times, it's still going to happen, except you correct those mistakes that you made the previous time. But once you're able to identify what the mistakes are, correct them, and reapply, your visa will be approved. So it's a double-edged sword. So your previous visa can make sure or put a loophole in your new visa application. But if you can correct the errors and reapply, you will get it. Do you get? So it's not that, because you have visa denial, you have to keep having visa denial. But if you don't change what has happened before, you will continue to get visa denials. Let's look at the next question. So Blessing said, how can I get a work permit in Canada? Let's think about that. Several ways. I'm going to tell you several ways. You can apply to get a job in Canada, and after that, use it to apply for work permits. This is the hardest way to get. This is the hardest way to get work permits. But this is the way that people know. There are other ways for you to get work permits. You can apply for study visa, study in Canada. That study visa and study permit comes with work authorization. So you begin to work in Canada as well. That is one of the easiest ways to get work permit, and it is also the least known. There are other ways. Let's assume that your wife or your husband is coming to Canada as a student. You, as the spouse, qualified to be given work permit, and you can work full-time in Canada, right? So you can get it by becoming the spouse of a student, or let's say your husband or your wife is a Canadian permanent resident or Canadian citizen. You yourself becoming their spouse can be eligible to come to Canada, work, and do live normally. So you can get it through your spouse, who is a student or citizen or permanent resident. You can get it by applying for job in Canada, right? And then applying for work permit. You can get it by applying for study in Canada and getting work permit. At least we've talked about top 3 routes that you can use to get your study, your work permit in Canada. But I'll tell you, long before you have a spouse who is already in Canada, Long before you find an employer who will hire you in Canada, you would already found a school where you are coming to study. And the school, the good part is that it can even be on scholarship. Who doesn't want that? Oh, humans, they too like hard things. Huh? If you want hard things, go and eat carrots. Okay, let's go. Some people caught that joke, others did not. Let's keep moving. Someone said, I started the process, watch the video and responded, but didn't receive any feedback from your organization. What should I do next? You say you send us an email. That's the thing that you should do. This is the email address. If I'm showing like this I'm going to show you. This is our email address. Okay, admission@vantagemigration.ca. Ensure you're not emailing the wrong email, which means take a look at it, look at every word, make sure it's the right email. Admission@vantagemigration.ca. Send us an email today. Send that email today. Send that email today, and after this video, I'll be able to check. I'm sure my team will check as well, but I'll be able to check. So send that email right away. There's no reason why we should miss it or not answer you. Okay? Let's look at the next question. Somebody said, does all school require transcript before admission is given? Yes. Yes, you need your transcript. But what people don't know is that sometimes they can be having difficulty with getting their transcript. And by working with an organization like Vantage Migration, we can help you fast track that transcript process. We will show you how other people are able to get their transcript and use it. So, it's like you are having challenge getting your transcript. You are spending so much time on it, but you are frustrated, so you don't want to move on. However, if you can become our student, we will show you the easy way out. You need your transcript, but you don't need your transcript to start our training, because we will show you what you actually need. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I hope this helps. So, if you're having headache getting transcripts, become Vantage Migration students, and you will know several ways to get it with snap of finger. Okay? Next question. Somebody said, how can I get work permit from outside of Canada? And how easy would it be? I think I already answered this question today, but let me answer it again. You can get it by, if you apply to study in Canada, or if you apply to study in Canada, the study visa will come with work authorization. If you apply to, you can apply for jobs in Canada, and then you can apply for a work permit after that. Or if you're a spouse of a student or spouse of somebody who is already a permanent resident or Canadian citizen, then you can also apply to visit, to work, and all that. All right. So, and I explained that the study pathway is the easiest and fastest pathway for people that even want to work. Okay. Someone already got admission before meeting you, but the person is having funding issue. How does the organization handle that? You start afresh. Yeah? That was not the answer you were expecting. You start afresh. You've already gotten admission, but you want funding, and you want us to work with you. You have to start afresh. The reason is because if you don't, the admission you got may already be an admission that is not scholarship eligible. So, too late. You start afresh. Come to think about it. If you have admission, you don't have funding. Even if you wait, dear, from now to 2 years time, you're still not relocating. True or false? So, why not just start afresh? 6 to 12 months from now, you are already on your way to where you're supposed to be going to. It's your choice. You either start afresh or you get stuck where you are. Whatever works for you is what works for us as well. My advice, start afresh and start afresh fast. You know how they will say that if Irrespective of how far you have gone on the wrong road, it is still the wrong road. If you really want to arrive at your destination, what do you have to do? Is it for you to say, I've already gone 10 miles. I've already gone 10 kilometers. Why then do I have to turn back? If you're on the wrong road, you're on the wrong road, my dear. The easiest thing for you to do will be to reverse and start going towards the right road. Even though you have done 100 kilometers on the wrong road. Not to say because you've come this far, you must stay there. Because if you keep going, you can still go another 1,000 kilometers on that same wrong road and you won't still arrive at your destination. So what is important to you? To keep moving or to arrive at your destination? That is the a discussion you should have with yourself when you are worrying about, should I go and meet them and start afresh or should I continue? The $20,000-$30,000 you need to relocate, if you hit your head from now till tomorrow on the wall, will it appear? Start afresh and move faster. All right? Someone say, after my education abroad, can I stay back or is it illegal? I must let you know that most countries have legal ways for students to stay back if that is what you desire. A country like Canada has spelled out pathway for students to convert from being students to being permanent residents and eventually becoming citizens. Yep. And so many other countries. Australia does the same. New Zealand does the same. You know, so many other countries do the same. Even those that don't have spelled out ways, at least most of them have a way for you to stay back, work, get experience, and from there you can decide what to do next. All right? It is definitely legal. There are legal ways to do it. You don't have to go the illegal route. We are not up for anything illegal. That's not what we are advising you to do, because you will just destroy your future, your bright future. You just destroy it. Instead of you to do something illegal, it's better for you to go back to your country even. But there are legal ways to do it. All right? Now let's look at, someone said, my girlfriend is a nurse here in Nigeria and have plans of going abroad. What are the procedure? What is the highest level of education of your girlfriend? BSc, diploma, or what? At Vantage Migration, we work with nurses who have either HND or BSc minimum. If you have masters, that's fine. Well, if you're a nurse, for us to work with you, you have to have BSc or HND. Does your girlfriend have this? If they have this, ask them to contact us by sending us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca, and we will take it up from there. A lot of nurses have just diploma. If you're in that category, Vantage Migration does not work with you at this point. Please take notes. Someone said, can I move to Canada with my dependent on study visa? 101% correct. Yes. As a student on study visa, Canada allow you to travel with your children if you have any, or with your spouse, or with your family in general. You just have to add them to your visa application. That's it. And be able to show that you have money to take care of them while they are with you. Which, by the way, if you don't have money to take care of your family while they are with you, is there a reason you want them to come with you? Do you want code to kill them? So, most people who want to travel with their family, by default, already have the money to take care of their family while they are with them. So, all you really need to do is apply, okay? Let's look at the next question. Patricia said, Dr. Linda, I am a first timer. How do I apply for scholarship? Start by attending our free study abroad webinar. Our free study abroad webinar. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. I'm going to show you. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. All right. Are you seeing the link? www.vantagemigration.ca. Go there, attend our free study abroad webinar, and we'll be able to tell you exactly what to do next and how to proceed, okay? Someone said, is it okay to declare that you have master's degree already when you apply for postgraduate diploma degree in Canada? It's it is not a straightforward yes or no. It is on a case-by-case basis. It is on a case-by-case basis. So what I'm going to tell you is become Vantage Migration students. Get trained on how to assess it for yourself. All right? Become Vantage Migration students. Oh my God, my video. Become Vantage Migration students and get trained on how to assess it on a case-by-case basis for yourself. All right? And how do you become Vantage Migration students? By completing our webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. All right? www.vantagemigration.ca. It keeps turning upside down. That's why I'm checking whether there's a way to do it. Okay. Someone said, how much we want budget for a family of 6 to process student visa? First of all, what I have to say to you, that you have a family of 6. What does that say? This is a project that is going to take a lot, information-wise and otherwise, financial-wise too. A family of 6 want to relocate. Tell me why you will not be willing to attend our free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca, understand how it works, sign up to become Vantage Migration students so that we can guide you along. With a family of 6, why are you hopping around internet, scrambling for pieces and breadcrumbs of information? That is not a wise use of your time. Your family is counting on you, my dear. You're a family of 6. What does that tell you? You are going to need specialized advice. Get trained on how it is done. Start by attending our www.vantagemigration.ca webinar, okay? Let me tell you, even when I answer this question you're going to have 1,000 more. As somebody relocating with family of 6, how will you do the visa? Where will you stay? What school? What country? What is better for you? Kids, what are their age? What will happen to the one that is below 4? The one that is 4 to 20? And the one that is above that? Do you get my point? There are many moving parts. If you think you can do it on your own, so be it. But I can bet that you cannot. Not as insult, but you need the help. All the help you can get. And do you know the beautiful thing about Vantage Migration program? Even when you are relocating with family, you just have to train one person inside that family. So let's say now, family of 6, the husband or the wife can get trained by Vantage Migration, become the connect between us and your family. You don't need to go and be thinking of money for 100 people or 6 persons. Or training 6 persons. But, you know, I can only advise you, but you are your own, you know, you will make your own choice. Now, someone said, how can I transfer from school that doesn't offer PGWA to school that offer? The first question is, that thing I just read, somebody is in Canada and they have found themselves in a fake school. That is what is happening. This is one of the things we train students that go through Vantage Migration. We show you how to identify fake schools so that you don't fall into them. Ta-da! Somebody is in Canada and is in a fake school. My sister, I don't know how to advise you. Contact an immigration lawyer in Canada. That's the best advice I'll give to you. And for those who have not entered the hot waters that this person is currently in, I hope you learn. There are fake schools in Canada. There are fake schools. Learn how to avoid them. Or else, after you have spent all your millions and life savings, the real reason for you spending all that money will not be achieved. Okay. Next question. Next question. Somebody said, One moment. Somebody said, how do I go about scholarship to study in Canada? Start by attending our free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. The next question says, how can you advise someone about studying for master's or PhD in Canada while already gotten my master's? Okay, what we're going to do for you is attend our free webinar. Once you are inside our training, you will see exactly how to go about this, because this is part of our curriculum. We'll show you how to do it, and it's on a case-by-case basis. It is on a case-by-case basis. For things that are case-by-case basis, I don't like to give general advice on it, because the advice that will work for you will not work for somebody else. And even before we can give you advice, we need to get more information. What did you study? What are you working on now? What have you done? What do you want to do? You know, you need to put all those things together before we cannot say, oh, based on everything you've answered, this is the right thing for you. And you can imagine that answer is going to be different for each person. So it is on a case-by-case basis. All right? And we don't like to give general opinion. But trust me, it is part of what we are going to train you on once you become Vantage Migration students. Okay? Next question. Oh, someone said, is it easy to get PhD in nursing in Canada? I have BSc in nursing and Masters in nursing from Swedish universities. It is definitely doable. But I must tell you that PhD in nursing is not the only thing you can do. I know that it is what you want to do now, right? And I said it is possible. But for the person that asked this question, I also want to bring to your attention that PhD in nursing is not the only option you have. There are programs you will go to right now. They will beg you. They will beg you. Like, they'll be like, I beg. Come to us. There are supervisors that will give up thousands of dollars just to have you. And you are still going to be a nurse. But it's not the way you are thinking about it. You are streamlined. Because of that streamline, you are going to... It's like, think about it this way. You have about 10 options, but you're exploring only one right now. Complete our free study abroad webinar, www.vantagemigration.ca, and email us afterwards if you still have more questions. All right? Someone said, Dr. Linda, my question is a bit critical. I don't know if you can add me so that I can ask my question. So, the time you used to ask me to add you, you would have used it to type your question. And right now, when I got to your turn, I will have answered your question. So, therefore, we jump and pass and continue to the next person who have had enough time to type their questions. Someone said, Franklin said, what will it take to apply for UK visa? What type of visa? Is it study visa? If yes, you get admission in UK, you apply. That's it. But I doubt that's the question you wanted to ask, or that's the answer you were expecting. So, what exactly? Are you asking me for the documents that are required for a study visa in UK? Is that what you mean? So, your question is very high level and is preventing us from giving you the correct answer. Above all, if you're interested in going to UK, attend our free study abroad webinar, www.vantagemigration.ca. All right? And we'll take it up from there. If you need to send us an email to admission@vantagemigration.ca. All right? Let's look at the next one. Somebody said, somebody just said fully funded scholarship in US. That's the statement. But is your question how to get fully funded scholarship in US? If you check our social media handle or any the same places you are seeing this video now, you are going to see that. Look at the testimonials from people. And recently we just posted testimonial from Diane, who got over $250,000 in the US, full scholarship. Check for that video. So I'm not telling you that it's possible. I'm telling you that this is what we do. I'm not telling you believe it is possible. I'm telling you, you gotta see koro with your eyes that this is possible, okay? We have Harry saying, I want to go for MSc management program in Canada. Is it possible to get GMAT exemption and waiver? It is possible. But the question is that the only cause that if you don't do it in this world, you will not survive? It is not. So you have options. Aside the waivers, you have options. Why are you not exploring those options? Do you even know what your options are? Those are the questions you should ask yourself. And when that answer is no, be humble enough to attend our free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. While somebody else is busy reading GMAT, another person is getting waiver and relocating. And even as I talk to you, some people have written GMAT, failed it, registered again, failed it, registered for the third time, not knowing that they can get a waiver and never have to write the exam even once, and they will still accomplish their mission. But in life, some people choose the hard way. I hope you are not one of them. Okay? I hope you're not one of them. So, another person told me, I have completed the free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca and I don't know what to do. This person that just talked, what you said is telling me that you are lying or not telling the truth. Because if you truly have completed the webinar, you would have been told what to do. So, anytime I hear somebody telling me, I completed the webinar, I don't know what to do, I know you did not complete the webinar. True or false? True or false? You did not complete the webinar. True or false? You did not complete it because I know that if you completed it, you will know exactly what to do next. You won't be on social media asking me what to do next. But instead of making out time to complete it, you will rather lie about it so that you can get attention, just like the way you are getting it now. Well, I move on to the next real person that have real concerns. All right? Someone say, how much does it cost to become Vantage Migration student? Start by completing our free study abroad webinar, www.vantagemigration.ca. The point is this. If you cannot complete a free webinar, why do you care about paid service? If you cannot complete the one we are giving to you for free, money is not involved. You just want to hear a price so that you will say that's what is keeping you. Is it really true that you want to relocate? And even the free webinar you refuse to attend? Chances are that it is not true. I know. Chances are that it's not true. All right, let's look at more questions. One moment. Oh, somebody said, which master's program can I apply for in Canada with a bachelor's degree in MBBS? That's medicine. There are several, so many. Oh, the easiest way, to explain this question would be, all the courses you did in med school, you can do a master's on them. For example, as a med student, you will have done anatomy. You can do masters in anatomy. You've done physiology. You can do masters in physiology and anything around it. There was even a program I found, kinesiology or sports science. They still have to do with humans and physique and all that. You know, kinetics and all that, right? So, anatomy and anything related to anatomy, you can do masters on it. Physiology and anything related to physiology, you can do masters on it. Biochemistry and anything related to biochemistry, you can do masters on it. Now, move to your MB. Pharmacology and anything related to pharmaceuticals, you can do masters on it. Pathology and anything related to pathology, you can do masters on it. Can I keep going? Then you go to, say, medicine itself. In medicine, there are different There are different specialization, and here they will do them as masters. Be it, you know, pediatrics to gerontology to urology to whatever. That these are surgery, right? But both medicine and surgery, like, the point is that the different courses you can do masters on them. So, and now let's look at the holistic picture of, say, public health. You can still do masters on it. So, Grace, the person that asked the question about if they can do masters or what masters they can do with MBBS degree, which is medicine degree, I think somebody that studied dentistry can possibly ask the same question. Somebody that studied, say, pharmacy can possibly ask the same question. But break it down the way I've broken it down, you see that you have options, uncountable options. And many of these programs are on full scholarship. Amazing, right? Amazing. Information is power. Information is power. Okay, let's look at the next person. Question. Have all the questions finished? Did I answer your question? If not, I'm not able to see your question. You can copy and paste it again. Type your question, type your question, type your question. Let's look. There are people that have also asked question on the question side. Oh, all the questions here, I've already answered them. Have I answered your question? Okay, so someone said, I have watched the free webinar with my husband, but we have some questions. So, if you have watched the free webinar, we told you how to check your eligibility. Once you check your eligibility, we are going to show you how to contact us. So, if you have completed the webinar, ensure that you follow the instructions given. So that when you have questions, you already see how to contact us, and you can contact us via our email. All right? That's the best way to, the best thing to do. But just for the sake of this video, I'm still going to show you our contact email again, which is admission@vantagemigration.ca. All right? admission@vantagemigration.ca. Send us an email and we'll take it up from there. All right. Let's look at the next question. Someone is asking about IELTS over and over again. We sing this like a song here. You do not need IELTS to travel abroad. So let me change it to a song, because I say it all the time, but people will still not, they will not still pick it up. So let's change it to a song. You do not need IELTS to travel abroad. You do not need IELTS to travel abroad. I've converted it to song for you, right? Maybe this song that I sang right now will help this information to stick to your brain. That you do not need IELTS to relocate abroad. If you find yourself writing IELTS, it's because you don't know what your mates are doing. So you'll be running around like a headless chicken. Writing IELTS, spending your thousands and thousands, depending on what your currency is. You do not need IELTS to travel abroad. Do you want it one more time? You do not need IELTS to travel abroad. You don't need it. I hope for the last time, for you, this sticks into your brain. You don't need it. You don't need any exam. So if you see yourself writing exam, registering, failing, stressing out, going for training for the exams, just know you're on the wrong path. Call a spade a spade. Lower your ego and come and learn how it is done. it's like somebody that said you should take meat and put in the soup or stew you are using to eat. Now bad thing the person do you. Not be bad thing. Right? More questions? Okay. Somebody said, me and my husband, we are confused where to go exactly to do PhD, US or Canada. Why not apply to the both countries instead of stressing your head? What I would advise you to do is apply to both countries. Once the admission come out, you will check. You will see the ones that have the best of options, the best scholarship, the best opportunity, the best professor, the best department, the best school, and then you go with that. You are trying to make the decision, and if it's holding you back from doing your school application, you will be in the indecision will hold you till next year or next 2 years. Is that what you want? Don't be so fixated on I need to choose a country and I need to choose it now. All right? Get moving. And if you come to Vantage Migration, we don't even leave you hanging. This question you asked, I know you say everything they ask. Now 8 days inside your course curriculum, 8 days. We'll show you how to do it. It is a promise. And when you look through our social media handle and our videos, you will see what people who have attended the training are saying. You will also see what people who have relocated through our process are saying. So it's no longer about what we are saying only. It's what we are saying versus what others who have benefited are saying. But trust me, if you don't believe me, you don't believe them, your problem is not us. Your problem is your lack of belief, which you should deal with it first, even before you come back to us. You don't believe me, everything is fake. Woo! Carry your wallet and go now. Like, do you get my point? Who is begging? Is your future we are talking about. If you don't believe, so be it. So shall it be unto you. It's not a prayer. It's not a prayer point. Open your mind. So if things are holding you back, past experiences are holding you back, deal with them. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. Seriously. If you need to go and talk to your mentor, go and talk to your mentor. If you need to go and talk to your pastor, go and talk to your pastor. If you want them to pray for you, let them pray for you. Because the fact that somebody hurt you in life some years ago is the reason you are not progressing in life right now. Does that story make sense to you? Someone told me, he said, an agent once took everything I had and ran away with it. This is why I never want to trust anybody again to go abroad. I said, okay, fine. The agent ran away with your dream. How many years ago did you say? 3 years ago. And now the agent is about to rob you of working with Vantage Migration. In the absence of the agent, they are still destroying your life. Go and pray against things like that. Do you know that some people can be out of your life but still snatching your dream away from you? Do you know? They are out of your life, but they are still snatching your dream away from you. Don't let that happen. Don't let that continue to happen to you. You feel is a worthy excuse once you say it. Everybody will say, oh, I understand. Well, we understand, but you are still where you are. Even, perhaps, worse than where you were 3 years ago. And you think it is okay. We should be patting you at the back. Move on. Move on. That somebody hurt you. Yes, let them go. Yes. You don't have to deal with them again. But don't close your mind. Because that would mean that they will continue to be in charge of you. Even though they are not with you anymore. Open your mind. Open your mind. Alright? Someone said, can someone with HND lower credit apply for PGD? Yes. And somebody with HND lower credit can apply for masters abroad. For example, in UK. Another example, in US. HND holders, where are you? If you're HND holder, comment. HND holders, where are you? You can relocate abroad. You can apply for masters direct. And you can also apply for PGD, if that is what your spirit can carry. But I wish you will, instead of using your mind to carry, you will ride on Dr. Linda's back. You will ride on Vantage Migration team's back. All right? That is what I wish for you. And apply for masters direct. I have HND people who went through this program and they are studying masters direct abroad as we talk. Please. Don't limit yourself. The same 1 year you want to go and use to do PGD, somebody have used it to do masters. And they are going to do PhD with their HND. But you are holding yourself back because of lack of information. But now you are hearing the correct thing. I hope he removes you from the shackles that are holding you back. Okay? There's no insults. Can someone elaborate on getting funded PhD in Canada, Austria, and Switzerland? Yes. Attend our free study abroad webinar. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Please, if anybody knows this link that I always talk about, can you comment the link on the comment section? www.vantagemigration.ca. We are the people that have been following me for a very long time. You probably know the link to our free webinar. Comment it, www.vantagemigration.ca, so that newcomers on this page will be able to leverage on it. All right? Somebody say, how can I get visa from Tanzania? We work with you provided you speak English. Full stop. The question is, do you speak English? Yes. I know a lot of Tanzanians that have gone through our program. So go and start by attending our free webinar and take it off from there, all right? Who are those from Tanzania? If you are from Tanzania, please, can you comment? Type the name of your country. Tanzania, if you are from Tanzania, type the name of your country. Type. Don't say others have typed. Type. Because if others get scholarship and you have not got, you won't be happy. Somebody still asking me questions about fake schools in Canada. There are fake schools. Don't wait to get hot before you learn. At Vantage Migration, we introduce you to fake school dictator so that you are able to know when a school is fake and when it is not. Okay? This is one of the things we give to people who go through Vantage Migration. We introduce you to fake school dictator. If you complete the free webinar, you also hear about it. Start by attending this free webinar. Start by attending this free webinar. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay? More questions? More questions? Okay, just before we call it a day, I want you to type the name of your country. What country are you watching me from today? I want to know, who are those here? What country? Should we say country or should we say city? Let's do city. What city? You can put like your city and your country, like say Ontario, Canada. Sorry, when I mean city, like state, province. You can put your state, province, or something. Ontario, Canada, Yaoundé, Cameroon. You know, put the name of your city, the name of your state, and then your country in the same sentence. Where are you joining me from today? Because we're about to sign off. Lagos, Nigeria, Botswana. We're in Botswana. Somebody say Botswana. We're in Botswana. Somebody say Ghana. We're in Ghana. Okay, somebody say US, Scotland to be precise. That's okay, great. Yaoundé, Cameroon. That is from Wale. Thank you so much, Wale. Amina, Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you. We have Miriam, Accra, Ghana. Thank you. Belly, Limbe, Cameroon. Thank you. Okay, Enugu, Nigeria. Thank you. Helsinki from Helsinki, Finland. Sorry, I know I murdered that name. We have Erasto from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you. We have someone from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you so much. We have Lefkosa, Cyprus. Thank you so much. We have Moses from Kumasi, Ghana. Thank you. We have Kerry from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you. Please, please comment your country. For final comments or final words, make sure you attend this free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca today. Do it before you sleep today. Do it before you sleep. This will save you a lot of headache. It's because you've not done it. That's why you don't know. All right? Go to www.vantagemigration.ca and attend the webinar. Now, I'm sure you can see on the screen. The next thing is, if you have questions that you want us to answer, send us an email at the email address is admission@vantagemigration.ca. Admission@vantagemigration.ca, and we'll take it up from there. All right? So, myself, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team will train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. Only safety. Thank you so much for joining my video. How are you? How are you? Thank you. So, we work with you irrespective of your grade, whether you have HND lower class, HND upper class, third class, second class upper, second class lower, first class, or you have masters, merit, distinction, whatever, that irrespective of your grade, provided you're a graduate, we work with you, right? Irrespective of what you want to study abroad for postgraduate studies, whether it's PGD, Masters, PhD, we work with you. Irrespective of your country, whether you are from Philippines, Cambodia, Nigeria, Ghana, irrespective of your country, we work with you, provided you can speak and understand English. All right, we work with you. So, irrespective of the country you want to go to, whether you are going to Canada, US, UK, Japan, Germany, New Zealand, any of the high-income countries, we work with you. So, I just want you to know that the best way to get started is by attending our free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. You'll be able to see how after the webinar, we'll show you how to check your eligibility. If you check your eligibility, you're eligible, you will see how to contact us. All right? All right? So, take good care of yourself until I see you again. Bye.